Alright, thanks for tuning in to Navstar. Today we are looking at the Kobuz 2200 from HobbyKing, an incredible powered glider that really surprised us. The Kobuz is a really cool little aircraft here, 2.2 meters in wingspan, a length of 1209 millimeters, and it's fitted with a 3548 750 kV brushless outrunner motor. Its flying weight comes in at about 4.5 pounds or 2100 grams. It's fitted with an Aerostar RVS 50 amp brushless ESC and 4 13-gram servos, and there are two 25-gram servos in the ailerons. They're such huge control surfaces they needed a larger weight servo for that purpose. It can run on 5 to 6 channels, ailerons, rudder, throttle, and flaps. I added a couple more for pan and tilt for FPV, and it has a 11 by 8 folding prop. The control throws on this aircraft were anywhere between 11 and 18 millimeters for the elevator. I thought it was probably should be on the lower side, closer to 10 millimeters. The rudder, I had max on the rudder. I really like to have that control authority back there, so that was close to 50 millimeters. The ailerons, 10 to 15, were ample, but she could handle full throws very easily, and the flaps were at most 22 millimeters. So the star of this show was the battery. I gotta say, this little bad boy really performed. I was aloft for over 20 minutes and landed with 67-68%. That was pretty cool. As far as the unboxing goes, I'm not going to drag this out. It was super well packaged. As you can see right here, the unboxing experience was uneventful. Everything arrived in good shape. I was amazed at the size of the ailerons. I mean, they're huge. The decals and the paint mix was very, very good. Nice detail on the cockpit, which came out pretty cool in the FPV section of this video, and what a great fuselage. Quick connectors as well, very easy to break down and put in the back of the truck and get where you need to go. So really a lot of thought went into this. I love how the main wing spar can go inside the fuselage, and those quick connects were not difficult at all. I'd heard that they might be a little bit stiff on some of the models that have been out there in the wild, but I found no problems at all. Just push those little connectors in towards each other and out she comes. So really a lot of thought went into this, and it shows, because not only do you have a very portable aircraft, but you've got one that's super impressive once you get it together, and it only takes a couple of minutes. So well done. All right, let's get on with the flying here. She leaped out of my hands. I have no other way to describe it. It just took off. There was roughly 8 knots of breeze out of the south, and there was some thermal activity going on, and it wanted up. And I just loved it. Just a gentle breeze. I did have full flaps for the takeoff, and I was up there, baby. It was so cool to just cut back on the throttle and go. Again, I was up for over 20 minutes and really enjoyed it. It is a super easy flying plane. I am not exaggerating at all. Here's a shot with the Insta360 Go camera. You'll notice I didn't quite fully retract the flaps. I had missed the detent on my pot, so I could have rotated a little bit more. I need to do some work on that so I can get some audible feedback. But nonetheless, I mean, I didn't notice it. She was flying great regardless. I consulted with one of my friends who's a pretty experienced RC glider pilot as well, and he informed me about where the thermals can be found out here in this area. And you know, I did feel like there was a lot of updraft going on, so I'm really looking forward to setting this thing up for really searching out the thermal activity, and possibly as the clouds pass over, you can get some of that thermal uplift and really, you know, stay aloft for a long time. I've seen some autonomous flying videos where you can put these aircraft into auto mode and they can actually hunt for thermals. I think that's an Ardu-Pilot function, and I'm looking forward to checking that out as well. As you can see, she can do aerobatics. She is, I wouldn't say nimble, but she'll get around, and you could put full throws on here. And I think Aussie RC has done a video already on it, and made some comments to that effect. Both he and I agree that the CG needs to be slightly forward of the marks, and that she likes to have a lot of weight on her. So the bigger batteries work really well. Having some ballast on a plane like this really makes a big difference, especially in windy conditions. You know, she handled the wind well. I mean, it got a few gusts blowing through, and it didn't like tip the plane over like some of my lighter weight models. You know, some of my bigger lighter weight models can get taken away. She handled it. She handled it really well, and so much so that I was quite surprised. There was a pretty good crosswind running, and you know, with good rudder authority, she was able to maintain track. And you know, you guys know that I do run iNav on my flight controllers. I'm not really a Spectrum guy, so I did put that into GPS loiter mode for a while, and running at 25% throttle, she was pulling maybe 5 amps. So my plan here is to get her up in the air with a lithium ion battery set on the order of 8,000 milliamps. And based on what I've seen with the strength of the lipos that I've flown with, the lithium ion sounds like it's going to work. And I'm expecting I'm going to be able to stay aloft for a very long time. So stay tuned for that. We're definitely going to be running this plane a lot. This thing is a super fun plane to fly. Alright, let's just sit back and watch some flying, shall we? Were a piece of cake. Now, granted, I had a little bit of breeze to land into. I think with full flaps, you'll be able to bring her in anywhere you want, but I just had numerous butter landings with this baby. She's so docile and so easy to handle. You're going to have a blast with it.
All right, the Kobuz 2200 by HobbyKing. Dude, this thing wants to fly. It literally jumped out of my hands. Full flaps, nice gentle breeze, straight up. I got over 20 minutes of flight time and had 67% left in that battery. These little puppies, the Turnigy 4.0 4000s, high discharge lipos were amazing, and they're ideal for this aircraft. Definitely a good pairing. And man, I'll tell you what, I could have stayed up longer. I totally could. It's super hot here in Southeast Texas, so I'm going to call it a day. But what I really liked about this was it was super easy to fly. The flap deployment is just the right amount to slow it down into the wind. I had more than one greaser landings. This thing is really a joy to fly, and I don't want to throw that out there lightly. It really is a lot of fun. So we went up, we put some cameras on it, we took some good footage, as you saw, and if you hang around a little bit, you'll see the bonus footage with the FPV cockpit, and I hope you hang around for that because it's a lot of fun. But all in all, great aircraft, top marks across the board. Go out and get you one.
Okay, so the Kobuz 2200, it's a winner. She gets a 5 out of 5 on building, 5 out of 5 for the newbie rating. I think you could definitely jump into this on your second or third plane and do just fine. And I will give it a 5 out of 5 on flyability. Home runs in all aspects. For what you get for the money, I think this is pretty extraordinary. I've heard some comparisons to some other mass-produced gliders out there for less money, but you're going to get less plane. This thing is really cool. I think it's a high value for the amount of money that anyone could spend on these aircraft, and yeah, just all good all around. So thank you very much for tuning in. And we're going to go into some bonus footage right now and share what it looks like from the cockpit with our FPV gear. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome to the bonus footage. We're going to be seeing some DJI 04 Air Unit Pro cockpit footage in the FPV mode. And this is not a FPV video, but nonetheless we'll just put it here so you guys can get a taste for what kind of fun you can have with this aircraft. So enjoy the watch, and I appreciate you guys being here. So have a great day no matter what.